Well, it's my countdown's done, but it's actually not time yet. So give me just. We should be ready here in just a second, though. Okay. There goes that.
Welcome to NXT.
Hey, Hannah, TC, how's it going? B. Johnson. Hey, Amber. Oh, we're kicking off with Kalani and Ren Sinclair for the NXT Women's North American title.
Our champion was steaming mad last week, and rightfully so.
Perforated. He is him. How's it going?
My mama say, you big enough to pass it. You better be big enough to take one. Oh, yeah, tonight it's about to get busy, man.
And as you mentioned, it was Jordan who was slapped by her opponent tonight last week. It actually led Kalani Jordan to chase down Ren Sinclair last week here on NXT. And we see her
Hey, Sue.
not coming alone with the rest of the no quarter catch crew. And
Alessandro, how's it going?
wise of Ren,
Paul, thanks for the Give Me the Vote ticket. Not much, J-Dog. Just watching some NXT night. 2 NXTs in a row. That's like a record for me.
You got to do something, and you got to do it.
This is live.
Me talk is cheap. You talk, and I know what you get paid.
I get paid big money. I'm talking about big bucks, no whammies. Oh, yes.
There is a poll up on Twitch if you're over there.
Well, we are set.
Who you got, Ren or Kalani?
With a championship clash.
I'm not sure if I have any mods on right now on TikTok.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
Sue, thanks for the heart me.
Introducing the challenger, representing No Quarter Catch Crew, Ren Sinclair.
TC, thanks for the hype bears.
And her opponent, she is the NXT Women's North American Champion, Kalani Jordan.
And as we were talking about last week, that chasing down of Ren Sinclair was an action very uncharacteristic of Kalani. So I'll bring this to you, Booker, right at the jump.
Okay, I got to pull up
How
on
has
TikTok
Jordan
also, guys.
adapted to being champion?
No, Kalani Jordan, she's talented, and the one thing I think she understands is her strength as well as her weaknesses.
Ren XT, the crowd's chanting.
Such a short time, and she's not the North American champion by accident or anything like that, Vic. Trust me.
Talking about championships right here to our right is the Heritage Cup champion. Oh, that was a payback, as you would say, Book. That was a receipt.
Oh, yes, man. It's about, like I said, about to get busy, but
I like Maddie's black and white gear.
no quarter catch.
I like the contrast.
See exactly what she's learned, Vic.
Ren Sinclair needs to prove herself here tonight. Nice stop. Put the brakes on.
I don't think Ren's gonna win tonight.
Look at Sinclair right back up with in
Yep,
control
Tuesday night,
is the
Sarah.
champion. That being
I know. And this is 2 weeks in a row for me, so I'm doing pretty good.
Charlie Dempsey along with Tavion Heights and Miles Bourne ringside for the no quarter catch crew. Obviously, the numbers advantage in favor for Ren Sinclair.
It is, but I think this is going to be a contest.
Good way to start the show off, this match, though.
Competitors, two of the best here in the women's division.
I want to talk about this matchup because when we talk about Kalani Jordan, is it time for Kalani to take some pressure?
I'm on a roll, Summer, right?
I don't agree with that, Vic. I mean, I always say the
NXT is
sand
such a
in the
great show.
hourglass is running out, man. Time is ticking. You know, time off is your worst enemy. You got to stay in the game, man, especially with the young.
Sinclair to become champion.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
Jordan, who said she knew the legacy of the women's North American title began with her. Pressuring
Hey, Dean.
herself to live up to the prestige of being the first champion.
I like
Nope,
that
this first match of the night.
I like the attitude of Ren Sinclair as well, looking to step up and, perhaps win this match tonight and become and the new. Oh, yes, man.
Speaking of new, will we have new tag team champions in 2 weeks? The Grayson Waller effect here tonight and more tag team action. Hank and Tank going against some good brothers later on tonight. And also, we'll be catching up with our NXT superstars throughout the night with our NXT press conference. I can't believe our CW launch is next Tuesday, Book.
Oh,
Yeah, next week we're going to CW.
Whoa.
Nice shift to weight by the champion. Shoulders up one more time. Quick cover right back on Red Sinclair. Shoulders down. Another kick out.
And Sinclair showing me what she's
Crucifix. Not enough.
all about being in that dojo, Vic. It's all about trying to learn.
Thanks for the follow, guys. Black Spider-Man.
What a night it is. We talk about what's going to
Ben
happen
me.
next week. I saw CM Punk lurking around here tonight as well.
We'll find out, J-Dog. I can't tell you that till next week. I do NXT on a week-by-week basis.
NXT title, but right now it's all about the NXT Women's North American Championship. Who's walking out with gold around their waist?
Chris Rock here.
We got a picture-in-picture tonight, so that's right. I forget they do that. What's up, everybody? If you didn't know, I'm Tyler Wrestles. I stream Raw and SmackDown every week, and this is 2 weeks in a row I've done NXT now. I try to do NXT when I can, and it's just worked out lately. So I love NXT. It's a great show, and just love watching it with you guys. Hello to everybody over on Twitch and YouTube. Everybody on TikTok. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. Not much has happened other than this match, obviously. If you want to give me a follow, that would be great. I'm working on 70K. We're like 900 people away from 70K on my TikTok, and we're trying to just build up my YouTube and Twitch also. So we're working on everything right now, trying to grow and grow and grow, and have more people experience the fun of the watch logs. Mackenzie and Jay Mora, thanks for the gifts. Super Dave, I can't stream Bad Blood on here. I am going to do a watch along on Twitch and YouTube with just the sound. If you're on Twitch, you can see all my socials right now and on YouTube. Otherwise, if you search for @TylerWrestles on any of my social media platforms, you will find me. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Just do @TylerWrestles and you'll find me. Let's see. Marisol Lafitte Car Wash. Thanks for the follows. Purple Kool-Aid, thanks for the tiny diny. Batman, I am doing awesome. How about you? No, it's been a good night. We got 8,000, almost 9,000 likes already in the TikTok chat. About almost 500 of us watching along, and yeah, it's having a good night. So, Mika with the corgi. I love the corgi one. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, I am on TikTok tonight for NXT also. That's what we're watching right now. But I do the weekly shows on TikTok, but like I said, I'm going to do the pay-per-views and stuff, just the audio on Twitch and YouTube, because I really want to start building them up, because I don't know what's going to happen to this TikTok thing next year. So, Hot Take Wrestling, thank you for the finger hearts. 25, thank you so much. Hello, Scotland. Curly Fry, thanks for the follow. Yeah, you can't show everything on there, unfortunately. So, pay-per-views they like to watch, and unfortunately, I'm large enough that they keep an eye on me. I've been suspended a couple times doing pay-per-views, so. Oh, yeah, Ren's awesome when she was Maddie, Thrifty Steve. Yeah, I've been following her for a long time. Dean, thanks for the lightning bolts. Definitely a smaller crowd for NXT, which is sad because honestly, I think NXT is as good or if not better than Raw and SmackDown. So thanks, Batman. I actually just got that in it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle wrestler shirt I got in my pro wrestling crate, which I will be putting out a video on all my socials tomorrow showing everything I got in it. And there's one really cool thing that we might have to wear on stream one day. So you're going to Bad Blood in Atlanta, Joker? Nice. Raw is cooking, but NXT is always solid. I mean, it does have some over-the-top, horrible acting at times, but the matches are always fun.
All Red Sinclair for the NXT Women's North American title, looking for a possible submission here.
You got the Jey Uso shirt last night? Nice.
And if you're Charlie Dempsey, you got to be very proud because all his plans.
Yeah, the women's division in NXT is superior to any to Raw and SmackDown, in my opinion. So close.
What a matchup. This has been looking for another submission. Round and round they go.
Chess match right there, Vic.
And it's Red Sinclair back up with a phenomenal stretch. Oh, nice counter with a hip toss. And for Kalani Jordan, for our champion, Booker, I mean, you can relate. When you get to the top, you face some backlash from some, including those in the locker room.
That bullseye is on your back.
Devontae, Sawyer, Gavis, Manuel, thanks for the follows.
Oh, baby.
Kalani's starting to feel it. And off my question, I think about the attitude.
Raw and SmackDown are missing most of their female stars. Well, some of them, not all of them. What, they're missing Charlotte, basically. That's about it. Hey, Kelly. I like it, Jacob. Hey, Gabe.
Big step for the no-quarter catch crew's domination. The Heritage Cup, possibly the North American Women's title, and as you mentioned, the tag team titles for
Henry, thanks for the follow.
But it's the champion who's got different plans. It was looking for that split-legged move.
Welcome, Crazy.
But Sinclair able to block.
Oswin and Francis, thanks for the follow. Dakota and Asuka. Well, Dakota's not really been a factor on the main roster since she came up. Asuka is definitely a blow. Becky and Charlotte. I don't know if you can really count Becky. Becky's technically not under contract anymore. Alexa's a big player. Shotzi, she's been kind of an issue since she came up too. Hey, Bree.
Hit that suplex. No quarter catch crew excited.
Queso was just on my stream. Ivan. Damn, I'm sad I missed him. I like Queso.
Back-to-back suplexes. Everything coming up Sinclair at this moment. Tavion Heights beside himself. Could we be closing in on a brand new champion?
Look at that one right there, Vic.
Standing switch, able to counter. Cover.
Yeah, Raquel. Yeah. That's true.
Champions spilling all the way to the floor. And this is where we talk about that numbers advantage.
Charlotte tore ACL, but she should be back anytime now, the way it sounded.
Kalani's got to get her mind back in the game. She's got to get back to being focused.
Oh, Ren Sinclair out of nowhere. That was awesome.
Little miscue right there.
And Ren's crew
Little miscue.
couldn't catch her. She just wiped out everybody but Dempsey. And could this
J-Dog, nobody is at the moment.
That numbers advantage I was talking about, it's thrown out the window.
Always talk about that
Boom.
opening, Vic.
I am Daddy Bamba.
That window just opened for Kalani Jordan.
Kalani realized it. That one of a
Nice.
split-legged moonsault connects, and Kalani
And that's all she wrote.
to stand out.
Kalani retains.
Your winner and still the NXT Women's North American Champion, Kalani Jordan.
Look, you gotta give Ren Sinclair
Thoughts of last
her due
weekend at Revolver?
in this championship
Daddy Bamba?
matchup because Ren Sinclair showed up ready to compete.
Yeah, one of them was, but he's not. They haven't had him on TV for a while, J-Dog.
Left her feet, took a high risk. It didn't pay off, but it certainly did for the champion.
She just beat Ren Sinclair, William.
Split-legged moonsault to
Revolver was
retain
amazing.
and
It's always
continue to
amazing.
be the women's North American champion as Jordan continues to
Wimplo,
build her
how's it
legacy.
going?
Next week, we continue to build ours with the broadcast television premiere on the CW Network.
CW next week.
We know that WWE NXT is actually moving to the CW on October 1st with a live show from Chicago. What can people expect for that?
CM Punk, guest referee.
Put our show as the best 2-hour show on television.
Very excited about the partnership with CW. It's a very exciting time for NXT. And look, we're ready to go.
Hey, Deborah.
October 1st, we got the premiere of CW, and I'm gonna be Ethan Page. I'm gonna be Ethan Page, just like the Mustangs being them horn frogs.
Good evening, everyone. We appreciate you being here for the NXT press conference. Now, who has the first question for the NXT champion?
J-Dog, it's
Ethan Page.
Ivar.
Ethan, are you feeling any pressure heading into the launch of NXT on the CW as NXT champion?
Pressure certainly comes with the territory of holding the most prestigious prize in NXT. I mean, I've always dreamed
Prime.
of being a main eventer, the face of a company, to completely carry a brand on my back. And I'm currently doing it, and doing it very, very well. But what separates me from everybody else is how I handle that pressure. And this is one of the most stacked rosters in professional wrestling, and yet here I am, cut above. Next.
He had a really good
What would you
interview
say
with
is
Chris
one
Van
thing your
Vliet this
opponent
week.
Trick does well in the ring?
Well, he's a former NXT champion, so kudos to him. And to be able to accomplish that in 3 years in professional wrestling, I mean, the man's very resilient, but I don't think resiliency is going to help him capture back my NXT championship. I got time for one more. Who's got it? Go ahead.
How big of a factor will CM Punk be as special guest referee?
You see the look on his
I don't
face?
think he's going to be a factor at all. Actually, I will personally guarantee that. And now we've all reached the end of your time with the NXT champion, and I'm going to go give just a smidge of my time to CM Punk, who's here
I agree,
tonight
Bram.
to make sure that he is a non-factor. You're welcome. The champ is leaving. Sarah.
Thanks so much to our NXT champion, who has a huge title defense next week in Chicago. Vic, Booker, back to you.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, that is a huge championship match next week.
It's going to be a fun match next week. That's all I got to say.
Very confident Ethan Page.
Well, talk about confidence. Someone you know. Someone you know very well is Roxanne Perez. She'll be defending her women's championship against Julia next week when NXT launched on the CW. But the press conference you just heard, it will culminate later tonight when we hear from both those superstars live in ring. But speaking about in ring, speaking about live, it's coming up in just a matter of moments because they are back.
Oh, Bree
has returned for the Grayson Waller effect with our NXT Tag Team Champions. It's going down next.
Next April, Las Vegas.
WrestleMania.
Has never had a show like this.
Dom fam, it kind of depends on what you get. How much detail there is in it.
What happens here becomes legendary.
WrestleMania from Las Vegas. Tickets
Jacob
on sale
Swift,
right
thanks for the
after
follow.
event. Scan the code now to register for exclusive pre-sale opportunities.
At Papa John's.
A Peely in the Sphere would be interesting. That's for sure. Let me get the picture here so we're not watching pizza commercials. There we go. That's all we got. Perfect. Malice! You're here. You watched our truth was on TikTok this afternoon for a little while. I did see a little bit of that. Always pizza commercials. Exactly. Hey, Ryan Montgomery. How's it going? Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. We made it for NXT 2 weeks in a row. So if you're not following, hit that follow button. I do Raw and SmackDown every single week, and I'm going to be trying to do NXT as much as I can. And Gabe, it's that time of the night. Can I get a, oh, yeah? That's all I got, my man. Me and Gabe do that every show. It's our little tradition. So there we go. Crush on, I won't be showing it on here. I'm probably going to, depending on what I'm doing for Mania at that point in time, I can't really tell you. I might be going, so I'm thinking about it. So, Mika, now I got to drive to Ames to get some good pizza. They do have some good pizza places in Ames, that's for sure. I drove through there the other night on my way back from Wrestling Revolver. That was a good one. I was pretty proud of myself on tonight's. Oh yeah. Jeff's, yeah, I like Jeff's. I agree. If you're just jumping in here, only thing you missed was Kalani Jordan defending her North American title against Ren Sinclair, and she retained. Yeah, Jey Uso won last night. I was shocked. I mean, I'm happy he won, but I was totally shocked he won because I honestly didn't think they'd drop it that quick off of Braun, but it was amazing. It was a great moment. I like it when they kind of everybody wanted. A lot of people wanted it. I wouldn't say everybody, but it definitely 9 times out of 10, that's not what they do. So it was fun. 21,000 likes on TikTok. Thanks for joining me over on Twitch and YouTube, people. If you're not following my Twitch and YouTube, make sure you are, because that's what if I'm going to be doing PLEs, they will be on those 2 sites. Just at Tyler Wrestles. I do have a wrestling Discord also. If you want to get in on that, please DM me Discord. And any of my social media channels. Yeet. I don't think that's really Trick Williams there, buddy. Yennefer Garcia, thanks for the follow. Purple Kool-Aid and Crazy, thanks for the gifts, guys. All the gifts go to my YouTube TV bill, which is we're watching and listening to. We're currently in commercial break. We should be back soon, though. Yeah, we're just about there. I'll get the volume and the recap off the screen. I'm actually excited for next week because next week is the final 3-hour Raw until the new year at least. Oops, wrong button.
Now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, Maria Christian.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. I love that you think you're ready. Trick, really? What up, Trick? What up, my boy? You need a minute? Yes. Yeah, give us a minute. For sure. I'll catch up with you.
Maria, thanks for the heart puff.
Yo, Punk, I want to say thank you stepping in last week, special guest referee. I really appreciate that. As you may know or not, last month or so, it's been going crazy.
I know.
Chaotic. I mean, we already know Ethan Page going to do everything in his power, every underhanded trick to try to keep the title on him. I ain't going out like that.
I know you're not. I watched you start at the bottom. I watched you win the title. I watched you lose the title. But you're still in the championship mix. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself.
Hey, coming from you, I appreciate that.
Right, Bree?
Listen, I know he's going to try to cheat. That's why I'm the special guest referee. I'm not letting him cheat. I'm not letting you cheat. I'm not saying you're gonna. That's not your style. I know that. But I'm in the ring to make sure the best man to lead NXT into the CW future wins the match. Now, we know that could be you. You've done it before. I kind of hope it is you, but I'm not going to lean that way. There will be no favors given. At the end of the night, if you're not that guy and it's Ethan Page, I'll be raising his hand. I'm not going to play favorites, man. May the best man win. Good luck.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Nice little promo back. See, yeah, everybody keeps saying I definitely need some sort of coin jar or tip jar every time someone calls me Kevin Owens. I don't even have my hair that spiked up tonight. It's soft peaks tonight. It's not sharp peaks. Waller effect. It's time for Bree.
Welcome to a very special
Half spiky Tyler.
Of the Grayson Waller effect. Oi, that is so cringe. I couldn't care less about you guys. I can't wait to leave.
I do, Bree.
But we're back where it all started. The last night of NXT on the USA Network, and they brought out the big guns, lad.
Hey, cut the booing. Cut the booing. Cut it.
Cut the booing.
All of you are looking at the greatest graduates in NXT history. Hey, make a boo sound if you're trash. Oh, they're doing it. Well, anyway,
Grayson is live on Instagram.
Champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, the man that beat John Cena at WrestleMania. What about you?
Speaking of WrestleMania, we're the two men that took down the tag team championships at the biggest WrestleMania of all time. We're the two men that WWE built an entire PLE around in Australia. And we could keep going, but let's talk to our opponents in 2 weeks. The NXT Tag Team Champions, two great in-ring competitors, two men who are very fast. Very fast. One man looks like Kurt Cobain, the other's a Power Ranger. It's Nathan Fraser.
The other's a Power Ranger.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fraxium.
Fraxium. I like it. Shemaine and Marin, thanks for the follows. And Rui.
The NXT Tag Team Champions ready for their
WFK
clash.
Wrestling needs to
In
follow.
2 weeks in St. Louis have shown no fear and have not backed down from their
Yeah, they're down in
challenges,
NXT right
whether
now.
in person or on social media.
I do like Axiom.
This is pleasant. Boys, welcome, welcome. And thank you for dressing up for the occasion. But hey, I hope you don't take any offense at some of the jokes we've made, because I can't speak for Austin, but...
You know what? Go ahead, man.
I don't get why he's on
We've been on
IG Live.
SmackDown
He's
a
just
while, and
pointing at the
honestly,
ceiling in his face.
I think the two of you would be incredible additions to SmackDown roster. I think they'd be great. Imagine them lighting up Friday nights as individual competitors. Because this whole tag thing, lad, that ain't lasting.
Wait.
2 weeks Randy's on.
You talking to us, or are you talking to yourselves? Because I can assure you, mate, Fraxium is fine! We are more than fine, which is ironically more than can be said about you. Because we watch SmackDown every single week, and we can't wait to see which one is going to backstab the other one first.
Yeah, or who's going to blame who? I mean, come on, boys.
Hey, there's no need in hearing all this unnecessary stuff out of you two. Because the thing is me and my boy are solid. We run things, we put it down.
Solid.
But I just can't believe how vile the things coming out of your mouths are.
It's very disrespectful. Obviously, the standards have dropped around here. Thanks a lot, Shawn Michaels. Hey,
Blame Shawn.
The truth is, no one wants A-Town Down Under to break up.
Nobody.
But in 2 weeks, when we beat you, Fraxium is done, lad. Everyone knows it. Even the NXT universe knows it. But, boys, it's a good thing. It's a blessing, because I think you're better as singles wrestlers. Don't you think, Theory?
Yes. I mean, think about it. Nathan Frazier, when he climbs to the top, he can do his flippity-doo-da-doo thing.
Oh, dude, the flippity-doo-dah thing is so sick.
You like it?
What about Axiom? How he does the springboard 630 Spanish pretzel.
Forget callas un poco. Why don't you stop making up moves? And we go back to reality, shall we? I've heard you like history, so how about this? The Wolf Dogs.
It counts.
MSK. Chase U. Listen, we didn't plan this, but somehow, some way...
Thanks a lot, Sean, for the
became
baddies.
Grim Reapers of NXT Tag Team Division.
The Grim
You're
Reapers.
Damn right. And on that note, in 2 weeks in St. Louis, we are sending A-Town down 6 feet under.
You know, that sounded real nice. It sounded real smooth.
Beat each
But I'll
other's
tell you
walkers
what,
and canes. Oh
let
my
me
God.
remind you two who we are. Each and every Friday, it doesn't matter if it's a Hall of Famer, a legend, or a world champ. Bring them on, because we put them down. And we ain't saying that you two aren't impressive, because you both are impressive. But just remember, there are levels to this game.
Yeah, that's Axiom,
He's
Angel.
right. There are levels to this game. And I understand that you guys move a million miles an hour, and every week here on NXT, you put on banger after banger. But people have to remember that me and Austin Theory have been performing under the brightest
Man, whoever's
lights
watching the
on
IG,
grandest stages. And not only do
him
we
waving
hang,
his phone
we
around is going to make
show
you
that
dizzy.
we belong. So you're welcome. In 2 weeks, we're going to give you the rub. But we're going to take those titles too. And then you'll find out that that is the Grayson Waller effect.
I do have a question, though. Hey, why is it just the Grayson Waller effect?
That is true.
Shouldn't it be the Grayson Waller and Austin Theory effect?
Drive that spike. Split those two up.
You know, that is a good idea. It is a good idea.
There we go.
No, hey. It was called the Grayson Waller effect before we were even teaming together. I had to get the trademarks done.
Bro, my
all the
face isn't
licensing.
even there.
I know it's not on, but the problem is...
My name's not even on the
already
thing.
done. It's,
What do you mean? My name's not even on the thing.
Oh.
With a cheap shot.
Oh, yeah.
And things starting to break down.
Hey, Bear Dog.
Grayson Waller didn't like the way that conversation was going.
It's quicker than the eyes, man. Master plan, man.
The bamboozle.
In 2 weeks' time,
Crazy thanks to the corn.
Waller in theory could become the new NXT Tag Champs.
Babe, you have to be a little bit on the lookout because the Lulu King likes to walk around a little bit.
Hey, my guy. You know what? I could have attacked you just now.
Oh my God, that facial hair.
Or you blindsided me. Now I come after you, and we're just gonna go down the same road you and Ethan Page went down. I don't want that. Dude, I thought long and hard about this. I agonized over your situation. And I realized that it's a lot more than just anger for you, isn't it? It's gotta be your deep-seated trauma based on your issues with your father.
My guy, I told you be careful.
Dude, take it from me, man. I know what it's like to have to go through life without someone to lean on for guidance. And I think that's why you always look to violence.
My guy, trust me, you don't know what violence is.
Dude, I'm not just saying this to upset you. And I know it's tough to hear, but you did not
It's
have a
something.
good relationship with your father.
Oh, okay.
And look, mine wasn't around at all. But if he was here, he would want me to be the bigger man. So you know what? Tonight, may the best man win.
If you lose, we shave your actual
My
beard
guy,
off and airbrush one on
Just
like
make sure
mine.
your dad will be proud, okay?
Anytime, baby. Time in the field, man. We used to look up to Gallows and Anderson, man. Two-time WWE Tag Champions, three-time IWGP and TNA Tag Team Champions. But all that respect went out the window when they cost us our opportunity NXT Tag Team Gold. Not so sweet if you ask me, Tank.
No, I don't think so, Hank. But tonight, they're gonna get a little bit of sugar, they're gonna get a little bit of spice, and they're gonna get a little bit of everything not so nice. Cause tonight, revenge is on the mind.
You're gonna find out there's only two truths in this world. We hit first,
and we hit last.
Honk, honk. Come on, baby.
Tank kind of gives me Hugh Morris vibes from back in the day.
Alpha males of the football kingdom square off.
Just the way he's built. And his ponytail.
There's Josh Allen.
With
He's
shaved
no
head.
gentle giant.
Crikey. It's the Irwin children. Whew. Okay, let's see. Axiom. I forgot I had Axiom Frazier into the recap. We'll do a quick recap here, quick. We'll get that out of the way. So far, Kehlani Jordan and Ren Sinclair had a match for the North American Women's title. Kehlani retained by beating Ren. Trick and Punk had a little backstage thing. Punk said basically, I'm not pulling favorites. I'm going to call it right down the line. Basically, and Trick respected that. Then we had a Waller effect where they called Axiom and Frazier. They were on the show. And they're kind of getting on each other's nerves. And eventually, Frazier made a point of why isn't this the Waller and Theory effect? And then they got into a fight. And that's all that you really missed so far, other than the spray painted beard on Lexus King. It's so disturbing. Whew. But if you're not following, hit that follow button. I'm working on 70,000 followers. Like 800 away, less than 800 away. So thanks for everybody. I gained a lot of followers the last 2 days. I posted Rhea Ripley and Liv's promo last night. That got me like 150,000 views. And then if you saw Mean Gia Miller doing the Destroyer at Revolver, that got like 50-some thousand views. So had a good couple days of people following and people watching my stuff. So it's really cool. Thank you if you did. 7, Rhea Ripley. And yeah, Rhea Ripley liked one of my posts on Instagram this morning. So that was even cooler. But because I'm awesome. I'm not that awesome. Oh, oh shoot. Good old Tiki-Taki ruining our fun. Let me fix this quick. Boom. See, we all agree. Okay. If you're over on Twitch, there's not a lot of people over there. Not a very big compared to watching Raw and SmackDown. We're about 600 people in here. Normally around 3,000 for both of those shows. So I'm just above average. Exactly. Oh, yep. I stream Raw and SmackDown every single week. So I'm very humble. I wouldn't be anything without you guys. So you guys are the ones that built my following up, watch all my stuff, and join me on here. So plus we have a good time. Thanks, crazy. DJ Lee Waltz, thanks for the follows. Hey, David Mantler. Is it Mantler? Yeah, there has been a lot of friendships formed through the live. So especially if you're in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, shoot me a DM. I'll get you a link. Oh, we're back.
Who's that girl in the front row? I don't know.
Well, like Carmen's gear.
Who's getting the
Carmen always
rose
has great
tonight?
gear.
Is it you?
Well, I see you're doing this rose thing still, huh?
What wouldn't you like to know?
Hey, Raz.
Even though it cost you your match last week?
Thanks, TC.
That's a little harsh.
You know what, Brinley? You wasn't getting the rose anyway.
Okay. Anyways.
Ooh.
Tatum.
Freak. Me too. Girl, you don't scare me. You excite me.
My heart belongs to somebody else.
Maybe me too. But honestly, miracles don't happen twice.
Anyways, warm-up time? Tag match? Yeah. High knees. Let's go. You're so good.
Right, Booger. Tag
Oh, your daughter's name? Yeah, your daughter's name is Brinley. I think I heard you say that once. That's awesome. You don't hear that a lot often. So,
Introducing first, the team of
thank you for the gift. It helps us to see Tyler's face. I like it. Diego, go out of the live and come back in. That might fix it.
I can't do that. 3 to 4 hour
and their opponents, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Oh, Booker, here's a duo that is looking for payback.
Are my video out of order? No, they should be all working. I was just looking at them actually a minute ago, so.
Hank and Tank are two nice blue-collar boys you can bring home to the family. But see, in NXT, nice guys finish last.
You pissed off we cost you the match? Good. Machine Gun and I don't have any friends. And if we wanted some new ones, we certainly wouldn't pick you two nerds.
See, in NXT, the opportunities are flying. And the Good Brothers are going to get a piece of that pie.
That's what I want to see. OC versus Motor City Machine Guns.
There's no friends in the WWE. No friends in NXT.
No, and the OC just said they want a piece of the
Break it down.
They want some champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Some payback. I get it, man.
We take a look at the last 24 hours in the WWE. Raw ended with a new champion, that being Jey Uso.
Nice, Dean. Thank you. To tell your girlfriend, thank you.
Jordan retaining the North American Championship in this match coming about.
Don't we all, crazy? Don't we all?
Tank and take the opportunity, become the #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles, and we just saw Fury and Waller drop the champions, whom they will challenge in 2 weeks at the factory in St. Louis on October the 8th.
On both sides, Vic, that's just a message being sent to NXT. You don't know this, man. The big dogs are back in town.
I also want to talk about something we just heard from the Good Brothers. You can't blame them. They know that NXT is about to have the rocket strapped to its back. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you almost got it right. Strap up and drop a rocket on, send them straight to the moon. That's the way you want to say that, Vic.
Well, they want to plant their flag here on this brand, but so do Hank and Tank.
Double up.
Cover. And a kick out by Gallows. Do you understand why Hank and Tank lost all respect?
Let's see.
Gallows and Anderson. One, beat them fair and square, then Gallows and Anderson jumped them, cost them a shot at becoming tag team champions.
You gotta wonder though, Vic, you gotta wonder, was it a fluke? Was it a fluke? We're gonna find out tonight. I think it was.
That is your opinion, and what a big
shot.
roundhouse kick.
Yes, by the big man.
A tag made, and in comes Carl
I got to pull up on TikTok. There's one on Twitch already.
You can understand the OC not wanting to be a
Who do you think's gonna win?
for any.
Vote now.
Gatekeepers. Those are names that
Yep, Gabe was here earlier, Arnie.
It was Hank and Tank who scored what you just called a fluke victory. Others would say upset victory several weeks back. But unlike someone like CM Punk, Gallows, and Anderson, this is a duo that is not here to help the next generation.
I don't know the motives of CM Punk. He seems to have good intentions. But
Raz, thanks for the Sue, thanks for the gifts.
They're not looking to be mentors or anything like that. It's about checks. It's about championship, man.
How about CM Punk's intentions? He said tonight he wants to make sure the right man.
I did a good. Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Era, of course, Paige Williams for the NXT title.
Yeah, I'll have to start clipping them out, Malice.
On the CW launch in Chicago, but right now it's Hank and Tank trying to fight and muscle their way back in to this matchup. And Gallows and Anderson have been on their game tonight. That with the game that has made them champions all over the world. But hey, a little sacrifice and big clothesline.
One thing about Tank, one thing about Hank, man, these guys, I don't like them a whole lot, but they're hungry, man. They're hungry, and that makes them dangerous.
I don't know, Dirk. I'm not seeing that on my side.
Makes the tag, and he's in there now with Carl Anderson. And Hank and Tank trying to prove the Good Brothers wrong, that nice guys don't finish last.
I just looked at all of them.
The thing is, Vic, you just can't be passive, and I don't think Hank and Tank got there in their DNA.
Lula Mama, I don't know.
Here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's a good question.
This is a man who at one time you laughed at, you scoffed at. As Hank with the boss man slam, center of the ring, and Carl Anderson just got his right shoulder up.
We're talking about a former security guard here. I mean, he didn't even have gear or anything when he first came in this
And look
spot.
how far he's come, Booker. You should show him some damn respect. You should have some admiration for the man who right now is going 2 for 1. And Carl Anderson turn it.
There it is. There it is.
His partner is, that being Tank, but Hank is not in a very good position.
Yes. Hank got caught watching the paint dry right there. And here we go.
Nas, thanks for the follow.
Spine buster. Anderson crawling into the cover. Hooks the inside leg and somehow kicked.
All right, J-Dog, I agree.
Was Hank. Carl Anderson now, you think about a little worse.
Joe Henry and Charlie for the Heritage Cup. That'd be interesting. Kratos.
From the Good Brothers.
Magic City.
Wait a minute. Tank running a little interference. Made the tag. Hank showing.
I think they're very stretchy. It's Mika.
Charging in. Say it with me, Book. One time. Honk, honk. Hank and Tank.
Hank and Tank beat the OC. Wow.
The motto stands true.
Interesting.
They hit first, they hit last.
I'm talking about Randy Orton. The Apex Prince. But I still can't believe it. Like, he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Crazy. And in 2 weeks, your boy gets to go against him. This is literally the biggest match of my life.
Now, with that being said, biggest match of your life, you need some help preparing. I got you. Got you. I got a race.
Javon Evans, the fastest, youngest rising star in NXT. But wait a minute, that reminds me of myself. And what all have I done? So much, but you, I mean, you've got this roadblock in the way. Uncle said he's not going to help you beat Randy Orton.
He's 20 years old. You want me ready at 40 years old. But at least you can say you got destroyed by Randy Orton. Real bucket list stuff, man.
Check it out. That's cute because he has a way better chance of beating Randy than you two have had being tag champs.
Wait. The tag champs that we just dropped, put down,
easy.
you know, A-Town down. How long you gonna listen to this guy?
Look, gang, I appreciate it, but Uncle said he's my dude. And if y'all want to throw some action down, I can show y'all I'm ready for a ring.
Okay. Hey, I don't know.
Yo, Kevin Owens, what's up, my boy? Hey.
That was funny.
Oh, you think you're funny? That ain't funny. We ain't scared. We ain't scared of him. We ain't scared of anyone. Not even Kevin.
That's quite the challenge tossed out for later tonight. Here comes your guy, Book.
Time for Lexus King and his airbrushed beard. I know, crazy, right?
Mr. High and Mighty showed a compassionate side earlier. What does Lexus King up to? He faces Oro Mensah, and it's going down next on NXT.
Oops.
The party's on its way, and it promises to be quite a bash.
This December, your Saturday obsession is back. WWE Saturday night's main event on Long Island. Tickets on sale now.
Thanks, Rebecca.
I need to know what my patients are experiencing.
Did you just take a patient's drugs?
The stuff that kid does, where he blows up fire. Yeah. Yes. And as we saw, the collegiate wrestling background, as we saw in yes. So it's very culty.
Oh, that was weird. There we go. Hey, thanks for joining me, everybody. If you're not following yet, hit that follow button, please. We'll do a recap here, what you missed if you're just jumping in here. And it's also above me on TikTok. If you're over on Twitch and YouTube, which is not a very big crowd tonight. We had a great crowd last night over there on Twitch, especially. That was amazing. Let's do the quick recap here quick. Kalani Jordan beat Ren Sinclair to retain her and North American title. Trick Williams and Punk had a backstage thing, and Punk pretty much told Trick he's going to call it straight down the line in their match next week against Ethan Page for the title. We had a Waller effect where they called Axiom and Frazier out for their guests. They kind of got into a scuffle there for a little bit, and just had a, but it always happens on Waller effect. They all get in a scuffle. Hank and Tank beat the OC. That was pretty crazy, and we just had Lexus King come out to the ring, so we'll see what's going on. Yeah, I don't put everything on here, Thomas, because the press conference, not that big a deal. But if you're not following my Twitch or my YouTube, and you have those, go check them out at Tyler Wrestles. I also have Instagram and Twitter, also at Tyler Wrestles on both of those. If you'd like to join my wrestling Discord, just shoot me a DM that says Discord. I'll get you a link as soon as possible. Otherwise, if you are following my IG and you want to get in the Discord, I actually have my Discord link in my stories right now. So you can go check out my stories and you will see it there. Let's see what else is going on. We got 36,000 likes tonight, and suddenly Mika made me an elephant. That was kind of unexpected. Thanks, Mika. We got 523 people in here watching along. It's been a decent NXT so far. We're about an hour into the show. Yeah. If you're over on Twitch, all my socials are just posted on there, so we're going to give those a follow. I'd really appreciate it. What else? I'm trying to think here. Let's get to 40,000 likes. There we go, Colin. Thank you. Yeet. We'll do a yeet for Jay because Jay deserves it. That was a hell of a match last night. I did not expect it. I know everybody wanted to, but I didn't think they were going to do it. As you can tell by my reaction if you watch my video or were live with me last night. Looks like we're back. Oops.
Oro Mensah! All right, well, I will say this about your guy. Lexus King was disarming earlier, to say the least. As King put it, may the best man win.
I mean, he's a nice guy. I mean, the guy has a heart fit. I mean, come on. It's about competition.
I don't trust him.
You know he's lying when Booker's agreeing with him.
Of course I do.
The fact that it took you that long means you don't.
Action. Stick with the action.
Okay, well, as
What do you? I watch it on
say,
YouTube TV,
Oro
Trevor.
Mensah gave King a receipt in the barbershop several weeks ago.
Thanks, Rebecca.
But I tell you right now, it's about coming out here and showing who's the bigger man, who's the best inside the middle of that
Yeats.
inside that 20 by 20 victory.
Right now, Orometsu trying to navigate. Ooh, it was a kick right to the jaw.
Thanks for the roses, Trevor. That is some intense pink hair on Oro. That's for sure.
Wow. Is he still your main man, by the way?
I like Mizza. Mizza definitely trying to step up for
Into the cover. Okay, like, who honestly don't you like? You like Lexis King? You like Oro Mensah?
I mean, come on. I'm unbiased, Vic. Unlike you, I'm unbiased out here. I'm not in anybody's pocket or anything like that. Right.
Nish and Veer, thanks for the follows.
Looking on, and
yeah, that was hot. That was hot.
Lexis King charging in it. Oh, well, there you see our general manager, Ava. She's addressing the media right now as our NXT press conferences are continuing. Oh, nasty landing for Oro Mensah on the outside.
You got to give it to this guy, man. Lexis King, he's got game, man. He's got game. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, there have been rumors there might turn Braun face, which would be interesting. I enjoy him more as a heel, but
yes, I mean, come on.
Inside cradle won't be enough.
We all know the history of Lexis King.
I don't know, Patrick.
This is the guy that's going out here and he's writing his own ticket, Vic. He's going out here
Hey, Zaddy.
doing it his way. And you gotta love that in this young man.
Well, he's got even a bigger head, I'm sure, this week after hearing
Don't know
CM
Thomas.
give him props last week.
There again, game, recognized game, Vic. We talking about the TV star, the star of all television in Lexis King.
And he certainly has used Oro's feelings against him. And I don't even want to repeat.
Good night, Rebecca.
What Lexis King said to Oro Mensah the last time they were in a ring together. Continuing to talk trash. Continuing to talk smack.
Talking about being one step ahead. Whoa.
Well, Booker, I'll ask you this. As someone who has 2 Hall of Fame rings, shouldn't family be off limits in the locker room, in the ring?
This business?
Yes.
Look, it's like politics, man. Everything goes.
Thanks for the follows, guys.
Whatever you can do to get under your opponent's skin, you do it. Here we go.
Getting into the cover and Mensah able to kick
Yep,
out
I do Raw and SmackDown every week, too.
About his father, his brothers this summer.
Can we talk about the coming up of Lexis? Can we talk about the development of this young man since he
Yeah, honestly, Lexis does have kind of a Jericho vibe. I agree.
to something? This is a guy that broke the internet.
Randy and Javon is 2 weeks away.
Right now, he's on the move, Vic.
Not next week, but the week after.
I love it.
Well, you know something about breaking the internet. If I've been on X today, I saw your name flying around everywhere. But for
Hopefully
Lexis
soon,
King,
Terminator.
you care less what the locker room thinks, and that's something you appreciate because you've always told me it doesn't matter what the locker room thinks. You got to go out there and handle your business, and that's what Oro Mensah is doing right now, chopping away on King, remembering all the nasty, disrespectful things he said about his father, flying through the air in this context.
Talking about stepping up for metaphor in the absence of one Noam Dar. You gotta love this man.
Yep, same name on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, at Tyler Wrestles.
And it was Mensah who didn't buy in.
It's permanent, Thrifty Steve.
Earlier tonight, into the cover in his own right, hook of the leg, and a kick out.
You heard what Lexis King said.
Yeah, I heard
he said, made the best man win. Come on. This competition.
Thanks for 40,000 likes on TikTok, guys.
First to begin with, and you always say is, wait a minute, into the cover.
Almost flipped it.
Wait a minute. Hold
It's
on a
okay,
second.
Amber.
Alexis King had his feet on the ropes and then took them off. And now it's Oro Mensah turning it around. Mensah with his feet on the bottom ropes.
Here is your winner, Oro Mensah.
Well, Lexis King's in disbelief.
What the hell?
And it
Wow.
was King who tried to
That
do
was
the right thing,
kind of
but
a
Oro
quick
Mensah
surprise
is
pin
the
there.
best man tonight. Well, speaking of tonight, and speaking of what's coming
Ridge
up
Holland.
next,
Riley
and
Osborne.
Ridge Holland. Riley, the last one standing, fighting for Chase U against the Rich Bull Ridge Holland. Takes place next on NXT.
Cody, we've been out here since July and we still ain't
Yeah,
seen
he is,
nothing.
Lula Mama.
You gotta know what you're looking for, Metro.
Okay, Amber.
Metro, it's time.
Bad Blood. A week from Saturday. Get the recap up. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining. Like I said, we're an hour into the show now, finally, just about. We do recaps every commercial break, so we'll do that really fast here. We started the show off with Kalani Jordan beating Ren Sinclair to retain her North American title. Trick and Punk had a little backstage thing, and Punk's pretty much told Trick he's going to call his match with Ethan Page next week down the middle. No favors towards either one. We had a Waller effect, which Axiom and Frazier were on. And, you know, and what always happens on the Waller effect, they got in a fight with Axiom and Frazier. And they did make a good point, though. Why is it the Waller effect and not the Waller in Theory effect? The wedge is being driven between them. We had Hank and Tang beat the OC in a tag team match. Ora Mensa just beat Lexus King. And after the commercial break, we're getting Ridge Holland versus Riley Osborne of Chase U. Next week, they premiere on the CW. And I'll be live next Tuesday. Let's just say it. Unless something comes up, I'll be live. So, which I will make sure to let you know if something does come up. But another great way to know if I'm going to be live or not is to be on my wrestling Discord. If you want to jump into that, all you got to do is shoot me a DM that says Discord and I'll get you a link. Or if you're already following me on Instagram, I have a post in my story that has the link on it right now. They're going to Bad Blood. That is awesome. Neither one of them are leaving, Boo. It did that stip didn't apply to them, only applied to Bailey and Naomi. It's like a little private group server, chat room type thing you can talk to people on. Willie Kelly, thanks for the follow. You do, Leslie. You got to jump in there. I don't get on there a ton, but a bunch of them are constantly having a good time in there. I try to get on at least once a day. Yeah, Mika likes it. What am I doing on TikTok? I know. I swear, Bree had a good point. I need like a tip jar every time someone says I'm Kevin Owens. If you're not following over on Twitch and YouTube, go check those out. At Tyler Russell's on both of them. But that is what I will be on for Bad Blood. We'll be doing a watch along with the audio only. You'll have to watch the video on your own thing. But we can still talk about what's going on in the show, which is a lot of fun, especially if you don't have anybody to watch wrestling with. It would be a rich tip jar. Exactly. Oh, let's see what else. Not much. I'm getting pumped for Bad Blood. I'm excited for. Did you ever get a Wolf Nipples? I got to get to 10K on my backup yet, Mika. If I hit 10K, then I'll get it, and we'll do it as soon as it comes in. I'll even cut the sleeves off, just like Braun would. I should get a size too small, just like he does. Avoid the monkeys. I could retire.
Hey, now that you're set on taking on Oba, we need to do things the old school way.
Let me look.
Oba isn't a monster. He's a man, Tony. So be more man than him. Go get him.
All right, let's do it.
$6,243 is what we're at.
I'm afraid. That's the truth.
Oh, we're going full Rocky now.
You're the one who has to carry that fear inside of you. But Tony, you gotta believe in you.
Come
I just pinned my backup in the chat, guys, so if you're not following, hit that follow. Sarah Red, you are amazing. Thanks for 20 pumped ups. Thank you so much. Well, they copied Rocky word for word last week in their promos. There's a video on TikTok that puts them side by side, and it's word for word. Love you, Sarah. Thank you.
We got one more bit of training before Chicago.
Now we're actually boxing. Is that Omos? I don't think so. Sticky, thanks for the pumped ups.
I'm talking about. Still got it. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Guys, the Don is back. That's right. Now let's go back home to Chicago and get that contract signed, huh? Come on. Get out of here.
Oh, good old ticky-tock.
2 weeks from tonight on the CW.
No way it does that.
Of NXT defending the North American title.
Sticky, thanks for more pumped ups and roses.
NXT in St. Louis. Tickets on sale now. Ticketmaster.com.
Okay, here we go. Rich Holland, Riley Osborne.
Introducing first, representing Chase University, Riley Osborne.
Certainly looks like Tony D'Angelo is ready to go one-on-one with Oba Femi. I wonder if Riley Osborne is truly ready to go one-on-one with this man.
And his opponent, Ridge Holland.
Crazy, thanks for the gifts.
Redeeming quality about Ridge Holland.
Oh, Riley kicking off it early.
Well, that just caught us off guard, and this is Riley Osborne, who's out here not only fighting for himself, but also Duke Hudson, Andre Chase, Thea Hale. The referee finally rang the bell. He's fighting for all of Chase U.
I like the attitude. Osborne say, let's get right down to it. Oh, yes.
And you take a look around, Thea Hale is here, yes, but Riley Osborne is truly the last remaining target for Ridge Holland into the cover, and Ridge Holland able to kick out. Riley Osborne has a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
Who's my favorite NXT champion?
Over to your side, and the members of the Chase U student section, they are standing.
That's a tough one.
They may be sitting here in just a moment.
That's really hard for me.
Chase U's been getting destroyed.
Honestly, I love Shayna Baszler's run as women's champion. Ciampa's run was fun.
You did say you liked the MVP, but the point is you never liked Andre Chase. You never respected Andre Chase. You didn't respect the institution, just like Ridge Holland.
Adam Cole had a good run. That's true, too.
Chase U or anyone on that campus anymore, because he's upset he worked 6 years to win a championship.
Ilya was a great champion.
He took Chase U back to the top, and he felt unappreciated.
I mean, come on, Vic. He took Chase U back to tag team. And Andre Chase just went out there and lost it just that quick. Would you be upset? Would you be upset, Vic?
From behind, shoulders down.
Whoa.
When Ciampa had no entrance. Yeah. Shinsuke, yeah.
Called him a guiding light. They put Ridge Holland on a pedestal. They welcomed him. They never doubted him. But it's Riley Osborne who's trying to take him down. Oh, they never doubted him.
Yeah, they don't let Chase U ever hold the titles long, that's for sure.
And up and over.
Finn, yeah.
Hook of the leg and a kick out. I will say Riley Osborne and Duke Hudson doubted him, but the rest of Chase U led by Thea Hale.
Keith Lee over everybody. Cross was fun too. That's when that's when everybody loved Cross, and now he's on the main roster and people don't like him. Although I like what he's doing lately with his little words of advice / cryptic messages to guys.
Shiver came up so short, just a little short. against
Samoa
Over
Joe,
Fenton in
yeah.
that breakout tournament. But this guy,
Crazy, thanks
this
for more
guy,
gifts.
Ridge Holland, he's a monster, man.
You can say that one
Yeah,
more
definitely
time.
Adam Cole.
Heinous attack on Andre Chase. Duke Hudson right here at our feet. And right now,
Velveteen, yeah.
it's Osborne turning things around, Booker. Did you see that coming?
Riley Osborne, he's going to have to do one thing in this fight just a little bit different. He's going to have to fight for his
Sammy,
right.
yeah.
Oh, yes, he's going to have to do it.
No, Cross kind of lost it, and I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I enjoy what he's been doing the last couple weeks or month.
What a moment this would be for Andre Chase.
I think he can get it back. He just has to hit the right spots with people. Thanks for 45,000 likes, guys.
Rolling through, swings under the clothesline, charges in. Oh, got caught.
Oh, that's it.
The Redeemer for Ridge Holland.
That's it. Could have said that was going to happen. Since he's beating everybody.
Ridge Holland right here does it.
Sasha, yeah.
His mission to turn the lights out. And he's doing just that to Chase University. And just like we've seen
Seth, definitely.
the last several weeks.
Unleash the beast.
Thea Hale doing her best, but it's fallen on the deaf ears. Big right hand. And Riley's got to do this. He's got to fight back. There's nobody here, though, Booker. Whoa!
All the frustration is coming out of this man now, Rick. We're going to see it. We're going to see it.
Thanks for more pumped up, Sarah.
We need some more officials, damn it. We need some security.
Bridge taking the barricade off.
It doesn't turn out
Oh my God.
University. Osborne.
Ridge is definitely paying.
This is a side of Osborne we've never seen. He's taking a fight to Ridge.
Whoa.
This is chaos.
He is right up in his face.
Tony D'Angelo, saw your training montage. Pretty impressive. Now, you and Oba, you can sign your contract in Ava's office at any time. But how about next week? Live on the debut of NXT on the CW. It's Oba Femi and Tony D'Angelo on Miz TV.
Oh, God. We're getting Miz TV next week.
Awesome!
Well, no doubt Miz TV will be must-see, but also
I can't wait for that, too.
former friends, former brothers will put it all to end. It will end next
I saw
week
Zachary
when
this
Wesley and
weekend.
TNA wrestler Zachary Wentz meet in a street fight.
It was pretty sweet.
Tuesday, tonight, these two will be sitting and trying to talk it out. Booker. Tonight, as you can see, both men getting wired up. We will hear from them next.
I live on the top, they don't know the feeling.
In this life, we make choices.
Whoa, wrong button.
We choose to cross.
Okay. Yeah, I saw Zach, well, and Trey Miguel. He's sure it's a storyline. They were in a tag team invitational at Revolver this weekend, and it was pretty sweet. And they had a couple younger teams there, and after the match was over, they kind of had a like, this used to be us. You guys cheered for them loud, or you cheered for us loud, and now you guys need to cheer for them. And it was a great moment. Them kind of bringing up and pushing some new younger tag teams in the division on the indies. So it was fun. Miska, thanks for the heart puffs. Randy's coming in 2 weeks. He'll be in the St. Louis show. Next weekend they're in Chicago, and then the week after that they're in St. Louis. And that's when Randy is fighting Javon Evans. If you're just jumping in here, let's do a quick recap. Kalani Jordan beat Ren Sinclair to retain her North American title. Trick Williams and Punk had a little thing in the backstage basically saying Punk basically told him he's going to call it down the middle. Not going to play any favorites when they have their match next week, and Punk's the guest referee against Ethan Page. Grayson Waller, they had a Waller effect. Axiom and Frazier came were the guests, and guess what? They got in a fight. That's what always happens on the Waller effect. But they did make a point. Why isn't it the Waller and Theory effect? And Theory kind of agreed with that. So the wedge is being driven even more. Hank and Tank beat the OC. Ora Mensa beat Alexis King. And we just saw Ridge Holland beat Riley Osborne. But after the match, Riley Osborne went nuts on Ridge. And security had to come out and separate him. And Thea was up in their faces too. It was pretty intense. But that's all that's happened so far tonight, guys. But I think we're going to get a little sit down between Wes Lee and Zachary Wentz when we come back. I'm watching my boys, the DWO podcast. If you guys aren't familiar with them, these are my boys. I go on there sometimes. They talk about all things wrestling, and they have great guests on there, including me. But check them out. They're talking about Revolver this weekend, and I just wanted to see what was going on. Oro cheated too. Yeah, Oro did kind of cheat to win.
But then we have seen cases where people get called up.
Favorite match at Revolver? That's a tough one. The tag team invitational was amazing, but the monsters brawl at the end was crazy with Cruel. When Cruel is just he was like Jason Voorhees. You couldn't stop him. Zaddy.
But then also so see there's that big I'm sure if that was a lesser promotion or some.
Oh boy! If you're not following me, hit that follow button. Normally it's not this quiet. Sorry, I got distracted. I was listening to them. But yeah, I do Raw and SmackDown every week. We normally have like 3,000 people in here. It's crazy. The chat goes way too fast. Actually, I kind of like this because there's less of us, so I can read all your comments, which is kind of nice. Mika, thanks for the pinch face. That's what that's called with the cat paws. You know Cruel personally? That's awesome. I talked to him for just a minute or two. Seems like a pretty stand-up dude. He was doing a meet and greet, so.
I don't have one.
All right,
I'm from
next
Iowa.
Question. What do you think of the training footage we saw from Tony D'Angelo?
Tony can fool all of you, and he can fool his family, and he can even fool himself, but Tony can't fool me. Tony is broken. I can see it in his eyes.
Another question?
Actually, I'm done answering questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Oba Femi, who is closing in on becoming the longest reigning NXT North American champion in
No,
history.
I don't, Kane.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sarah, very much. Miz TV will
Definitely, Sarah. I agree.
in Chicago as North American champion. Oba Femi and Tony D'Angelo will come face-to-face next week on the CW premiere of NXT. And Booker, we just got something sent to us. So we were getting ready to have a live interview that we were going to conduct with Wesley and Zachary Wentz, but we learned
Sounds
during
good,
the
Matt.
commercial break that this just transpired.
Uh-oh.
Hey, yo. When's Zach gonna be able to hear me on this?
Oh, I can hear you, you piece of shit. Well, you trying to talk more shit on me?
Now, honestly, I'd rather not talk to you at all, but I am wondering how Trey is doing.
You flew to Ohio and jumped your brother in the parking lot because you're a little bitch. But he's about to watch me beat the out of you next week. Well, what's with the separate rooms, huh? You scared?
This is for your own protection.
Errol.
Look, so I do not end you before we even get to Chicago.
Hold on. If memory serves me right, oh yeah, that's right. I beat the out of you at No Mercy.
And this time you will not have Trey. It's gonna be just like the motel in Detroit when I put your ass to the drywall when you tried to buck up to me.
Nah, we both know that's not what happened.
Look, stop. This is the last bit of brotherly advice that I will ever give you, so shut the up and listen. Next week, just make sure that Gigi
Oh boy.
doesn't watch.
Oh,
What
shit.
Did you just say? What the did you just say? Nah,
Bringing Gigi out in it.
Keep my fiance's name out of your mouth.
G. I'm in the CIO right now, bitch. Come and see me. You gonna come here?
Definitely Rollins Riddle vibes.
He left? Yeah, ran away. Oh.
Sounds great. Thanks, Sarah. Hope you do too.
Like right. Don't say less. Yeah. Time for this. Yeah, where's he at? Huh?
There we go.
And look, it's my understanding they're still trying to be separate. I mean, Booker, you've been part of a couple locker room fights during your career.
Yeah. Video.
And we
I'm excited for that.
Right now
I can't wait.
That was just used between Zachary Wentz and Wesley, but that street fight is going to be something next week when we premiere on the CW. But
Definitely
we
Will
want to
Smith
take
line.
this time right now to thank everyone at the USA Network for the last several years.
Just like that fight right there. I've had so many memories on the network for so many years. I want to say appreciate it. It's been beautiful.
Well, it's been an honor to sit at this desk, not only with you, but also when Wade Barrett came back. There's been a lot of great matches, but there's also been a lot of memorable moments here on the USA Network.
A little USA Network recap.
We are here.
The hottest brand in the business.
We are live.
History being made NXT on USA Network. The sky's the limit.
And we are NXT.
I hear that a lot, Lucas.
Number one network on cable TV.
Are you ready? That was amazing. I remember Keith Lee did that. I remember when Neo did that.
Finn Balor is NXT.
I remember that night when she won. That was so amazing.
Priest will live forever.
Open your eyes, because we are the way. Goldie, Daddy's home. Let's go, kitty. It's special.
We're watching NXT, Victor.
It is Tippy time.
Dude.
Aww. Yeah.
From a sidekick to a champion.
This is history, man.
That was pretty crazy.
WWE superstars kicking down the door to stand right here.
The man has come around to NXT.
This is pretty cool. It's magical here, isn't it?
A lot of great moments. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Zombie, yeah.
Expect the unexpected. This is what NXT is all about.
What's up?
It's Wale in the NXT arena.
Guess who's back?
This is two-time NBA All-Star Tyrese Halliburton.
I want all of us to at least continue to make NXT exactly what it's always been.
Yeah, there should have been a little bit more Asuka for sure, Jules. I don't think did they even show it.
Every week, we will give you every bit of passion that we have.
No freaking way!
It's NXT!
A brand new era in the rich history of NXT.
The brand that you created.
We are all
Keymaster, Jenny, and Latte, thanks for gifts. Hell yeah. Tons of great moments and memories there. Oh, it's time for Wendy, Chu, and Rosemary. I love it.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Rosemary and Wendy Chu.
All the good vibes were just taken right out of this place as it's a pair of nightmares
Next week,
coming to
Malcolm.
life. Chu Rosemary versus Reese and Petrovic next.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's?
Do 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 do. They scare you. When did you? Yeah. Yeah, I love Rosemary. I've been a Rosemary fan for years. I She's amazing. I've seen her live a few times, and she's just awesome. But no, Tony, I won't be on for AEW tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna go watch Beetlejuice tomorrow. So my cousin wanted to go, so I told him I'd go with him and his kids. But one of these days we might do AEW audio only on Twitch and YouTube. But I can't do it on TikTok because they hate me. Or was I singing Elmo's World? Not tonight, crazy. That was last night. Wait to the Elmo's World stage yet of the night. Nice, Amber. Let's do the recap here really quick. We had Kalani Jordan beat Ren Sinclair to retain her North American title. CM Punk told Trick Williams he is going to call it down the line in his match next week on when they debut on CW against Ethan Page for the NXT title. The Waller effect was on tonight, and they had Axiom and Frazier on, and of course, they got in a fight. That's what always happens on there. Hank and Tank beat the OC. Horror Mensa beat Lexus King. Had a little bit of cheating going on, not going to lie. Rich Holland beat Riley Osborne of Chase U. After that, Riley went nuts on him. And right now we got Wendy Chu and Rosemary coming out to the ring. They're going to take on Carmen Petrovic and dang, I forgot her name now. Oh, man. My brain is not there. I know Carmen's one of them. No, not Ariana Grace. I'll remember. Brindley Reese. There we go. Brindley Reese. You're right. Hey, Nuez, life hacks. Yeah, sorry, Amber. That happens sometimes. I'll randomly hum something. You're good, Rodrigo. If you're not following any of my other socials, I am at Tyler Russell's on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. I'm there. So if you give me a follow on those, I'd really appreciate it. Because I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok next year, and we're getting closer to the year all the time. So the more things you follow me on, the more chances you won't lose me. So we're in commercial break right now, still for NXT.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Why do you? What is possible?
Looks like we're back. Let me get the volume and the recap out of the way. Thanks for the ones, guys. The tribal streamer.
Ava, I'm confused. Also, why did you call me in here?
Well, remember you mentioned to me a couple weeks ago
What up,
that
Ava?
you...
What the hell is she doing here? First of all, do not finish my sentence. Second of all, baby, I don't know who you're talking to because Ava decided to call me first.
No. I was here first. So I called both of you here because you have a problem with fatal influence, and so do you, right?
See?
So next week, you're gonna get your hands on them, and you're gonna get your hands on them too.
Okay, yeah.
In a tag team match. ¿Qué?
Don't play with me. See, you know too much. Now I know you're
She's
kidding.
not kidding, Jada.
Maybe.
Yo no quiero
Ain't nobody talking to you because you think you're
Why do I tag with her? You don't want to tag. That's too bad. You guys have a week to figure it out, and I'll see you both in Chicago.
I ain't gonna waste my time here anymore. I'm finna go find out where they at.
Not without me.
I love Carmen Petrovich so much. Huge fan. Her gear is always on point. She has so many different gears, and they look amazing. Plus the sword.
Yeah. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of it.
Well, what we're seeing right here in front of us could also be an exciting new pair on this brand. Carmen Petrovich and Brindley Reese. A lot of Brin energy for the Shing Shing squad.
Brinergy. Did you say Brinergy?
Brinergy. You get it? She's energetic. And I'll explain it to you off air. The Shing Shing squad, you in that? You're in every other fan club here in NXT.
I'm not in that one. I'm not
okay, well, that's finally found the first one that you're not a part of. But I will come back to what we saw earlier tonight.
Crazy thanks to the Roses.
And saw Shanti the Adonis. Doesn't appear to you that Petrovich's mind might be elsewhere. I mean,
TJ party, let's go. I like it crazy.
I told you about Shanti the Adonis. Sometimes you strike out, but sometimes you hit nothing. Home runs, man. Like Otani. What's his name? Otani?
Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, that's what I said, Otani, right?
Yeah, you know who he plays for?
Dodgers, right?
Yeah, that's 2 for 2. I'll give you credit. Big clothesline out of the corner. Into the cover goes Petrovich, and a kick out by Wendy Chu. I mean, they have a lot of common ground here tonight, though. Reese and Petrovich. I mean, with our CW launch next week, every opportunity does matter. I mean, Chicago next
Yep, Sniper, I'm on. I decided to make it on for NXT.
St. Louis on October the 8th. Tickets, of course, on sale now at Ticketmaster.com for both of those events. But this is a big opportunity for all 4 superstars.
No, more importantly for a Petrovich.
Commentary talking about baseball, yeah.
That's something you need to find to get you to that next level. It could be these two together as a team.
Look at Petrovich chopping.
I'm doing great, Sniper.
Making the tag. Reese, now the legal superstar. And there you see the women's North American
Champ is here.
Into the cover of the
Champ is here.
Champ is here. She is here. She did retain earlier tonight to kick off the night as well. Rosemary, just frozen in fear, is Reese. Tag was made to Wendy Chu. And let's not forget when Wendy Chu emerged from her slumber. Oh! Her first victim, so to speak, was Reese. And you got to wonder if Reese has been having nightmares since that moment. Covered by Chu, kick out by Reese.
Of course she's having nightmares, Vic. That Black Rose as well as that sleepy psycho doing work right now.
This is a duo, that being Chu and Rosemary, who are just not
baby.
To be fair, they're never really that happy, and they're angry after the last week.
The other version of Rhea Ripley. I never thought of it that way.
Rosemary's back in. I mean, this pair would be a perfect fit for our next premium live event in NXT, that being Halloween Havoc on Sunday, October the 27th in Hershey, Pennsylvania, as Rosemary bending, not breaking the rules.
What does Rosemary call that move right there, Vic?
I'm not going to put any words in her mouth. I don't have a conversation with her. I don't go talk to her. Would you go talk to Rosemary? Her eyes are red.
I just wondering if you know.
Why don't you do some journalism? Since you call yourself a journalist. Why don't you do some research for once?
Taco Tuesday, Tyler Tuesday. Nice, Dean. I like it.
Charging back in, Reese trying to battle back in this matchup. And look, when you think of Reese, I mean, it's hard to imagine that even someone like Brindley can get Chu and Rosemary to be positive.
I don't know about being positive. I do know this. Brindley Reese is in the wrong side of town right now.
Which one are you calling that, though, Victor?
Double suplex, and now a cover by Wendy Chu. Hook of the leg, and Reese able to kick out, but I don't know if you just
Red Mist Rosemary was very evil.
Reese's eyes almost rolling around right now in her head because Chu and Rosemary have been taking it to her.
You're welcome,
for the last
Sam.
several minutes, and in this moment right now, Brindley Reese has to use all that positivity. All that energy.
Positivity.
She's got to make a tag. You want to add anything to that?
No, she definitely needs to make a tag.
Johnson's baby oil.
That might be the one that what she needed. That one big shot.
This could be that moment, Booker. Carmen Petrovich, she's there, reaching out.
What is Ashanti doing out here?
Did we just step in the Debonair Lounge?
We're not doing this.
Did we just step?
Booker, Petrovich has left her tag team partner, and Reese was almost in the corner. Petrovich nowhere to be found, turning right around, and as above, so below. Rosemary into the cover, and Wendy Chu. What did we just witness?
Wow.
Winners, the team of Wendy Chu and Rosemary.
Petrovic left her partner.
That was kind of weird.
Your heart goes out to Reese in that moment. Because right here, I mean, look at
Damn you, Shante. Quit distracting her.
Talk about that Rose. That left her vulnerable to the tag and then to Rosemary. Just planting Reese in the center of the ring.
Wendy always has comfy outfits.
Reese and Petrovic had tonight on up. There'll be more dark clouds soon hovering over NXT.
We got Punk and Soul
We need to talk.
and Ethan.
Not too thrilled with you injecting yourself in my title match as a special guest referee.
Can't say I'm shocked, but I appreciate the honesty. Thanks.
I've seen how you've handled yourself as a referee or pretend referee. I've been where you've been. I've worked way too hard for this. And I'm not really in the mood for any of your drama, to be honest with you.
Drama? Me? My drama?
Yes.
Is this because last week when I let you guys fight? Listen, I took a red eye from Portland and I didn't get any sleep. I thought it was funny at the time. In Chicago, I'm not letting any of that go on. I'm calling it right down the middle. I'm not going to let either of you cheat. I'm not going to let you, speaking of drama, desperately try to low blow somebody behind the referee, me, it's back. And I don't know if this is drama, but remember when you just fell on top of a guy unconscious to win the belt? Yeah, I don't know if that's drama, but that's not going to happen either. Look, if you're the man that you tell everybody you are, great. You get the chance to prove it Tuesday in Chicago. And I'll raise your hand. I'll even wrap it around your waist. But if you're not the guy, well, then I won't.
Your boy is bouncy.
Let's get bouncy, everybody. Slay and Crazy, thanks for the gifts.
Absolutely.
Yes. I said that very.
Oh, we got a tag team matchup in moments. Evan and Alexander come together to take on A-Town Down Under. It's going down next.
Next April, Las Vegas has never had a show like this.
Oh boy. We'll get a recap here in just a second, guys. Yeah, they don't have the bloodline on tonight so far. Since they invaded last week and then they kind of haven't touched on it this week.
What happens here becomes legendary.
WrestleMania from Las Vegas. Tickets on sale Friday, October 25th. Scan the code now to register for exclusive pre-sale.
Nope, not yet, Leo. Okay. Let's do a recap here really quick. We had the show starting off with Kalani Jordan beating Ren Sinclair to retain her North American title. We had Trick and Punk in a backstage thing. Punk pretty much told Trick he's going to call it down the line against Ethan next week on the CW premiere in their title match. Waller Effect was on, and they had Action and Frazier on, and of course, you know, they all got in a big fight. Hank and Tank beat the OC. Ora Mensa beat Lexus King. Ridge Holland beat Riley Osborne, and after the match, Riley kind of got back at Ridge, and that was pretty fun. And we just saw Wendy Chu and Rosemary beat Carmen and Brindley. Carmen got distracted by Ashanti the Adonis on the outside with a rose and cost them the win. That's all that happened so far tonight. So if you're new here, hit that follow button. I am Tyler Wrestles. I stream around SmackDown every week. I am doing NXT this week. I'm probably going to be doing NXT next week for the CW premiere. At least that's my plan. So make sure you're following so you know when I'm on. Also, if you want to check out my other social medias, it is at Tyler Wrestles on all of them. I'm also live over on Twitch and YouTube right now, which a little smaller crowd, but we're slowly growing. We got 57,000 likes on TikTok. Also, thanks for all the gifts tonight, guys. All the gifts go to my YouTube TV bill, which is what we're watching and listening to this on right now. So I appreciate it. You'd happily trade places with Amber? Let's see. A-Town down there's a diabolical name. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it. Yeah, just thanks for being here, everybody. Like I said, I don't do NXT very often, so it's nice. We got about 500 people in here, so a lot less than the other shows, but that's expected because not many people watch NXT, which is sad because NXT is a good show. It's a fun show. No problem, Crazy. Misery, thanks to follow. Yep, Ant-Man, he did. Yeet, Liz. Randy's going to fight Javon here in 2 weeks when they're in St. Louis. I just watched the NXT PLE. Thanks, John Steele. I appreciate it. Baby Lou, how's it going? Got some spam in the chat. Got rid of that. Should be coming back here any second, I would think. Oh, here we go. NXT press conference time. Roxy.
Influence. Who is the first question?
I know Fatal Influence.
Sir?
Next week, two of you ladies will face Lola Vice and Jada Parker. Have you decided who will be competing?
This is such a horribly staged press conference. Really,
Sorry,
Angelica?
sir. Would you like to know which two?
I would.
Of course you would, just like Lola, Jada, and everyone else. But you'll find out next week. Next question.
Ladies, you sound and act supremely confident heading into next week.
Yeah, of course we are. Why? You don't believe us? Oh, and sir, don't answer that. It was rhetorical.
Okay. So, after your victory, what would be next for Fatal Influence?
Listen, NXT has the strongest women's division in wrestling.
Corner of an
In Fatal
office.
Influence,
Yeah.
we
Team
wanna
Who
be at
press
the top
conference.
of that division. Now, how do we go about doing that? It's simple. We win championships. You can quote me, you can tweet me, you're gonna listen to me, and you're gonna remember that I said this. Claudia Jordan, she doesn't deserve to be the women's North American champion.
Is the video
And
off?
Fatal Influence has no problem taking
Oh, shit.
Next week, two women will come together with one
There, I think I
goal to
fixed it.
dismember an evil trio. Can Lola Vice and Jada Parker work together towards a common goal? They meet Fatal Influence, but which members? We find out next week on our CW premiere here on NXT. But also next week on our CW premiere, the NXT Women's Championship will be on the line. Tonight, both champion and challenger will hold their NXT press conference live in the middle of the ring.
We've got to get into that soon because we only got 20 minutes left. Well, a little over 20 minutes to go. A-Town down. The Boo Birds are out in the Performance Center.
And their opponents, Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, A-Town Down Under.
And we know A-Town Down Under will have an NXT Tag Team Championship matchup in 2 weeks when NXT on the CW on October the 8th is in St. Louis, coming to the Factory. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. And you see Randy Orton, we found out last week, it'll be Randy Orton, the Viper, going up against the young OG, that being Javon Evans. And I want to ask you this, Book, before we really get into the...
Yeah, I'm ready for these two guys to split up.
To Evans, who faces Randy Orton 2 weeks from tonight.
Bro, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about that.
I mean, I think about what nerves did you have, though? I mean, honestly, when you were stepping in the ring with Randy Macho Man Savage, Nate, your boy Ric Flair.
No, I knew it was going to be a test. That was those moments all about. The OG, the real OG, want to test the young man. He calls him out. I love that in Randy Orton wanted to test his young kid, Javon Evans.
Well, right off rip here, A-Town Down Under. Seek and destroy, divide and conquer. They just wiped out Cedric Alexander. Now Javon Evans is all by himself. And of course, it is A-Town Down Under, part of SmackDown, which is here on USA. It's home every single Friday night at 8, 7 Central.
Talking about a test, Vic. 2 college graduates.
No, it's not. This isn't for the titles, no. Thanks, Sniper Boss.
Well, they are battle tested. You know, they have gone up against the likes
There's not really, this is kind of the main event. There's not really actually a main event because they're going to have Roxanne and Julia
they've been back here today, but
cutting their promos.
From earlier as a cover and a kick out by the champions, who said there's been a lot of miscommunication between Waller and Theory.
I mean, sometimes it happens, Vic. You can't be on the same page all the time.
Randy's on in 2 weeks, Joyce.
And walked out and boom, tag team champions, man.
Big drop kick from Javon Evans, and it was Evans and Alexander had some fun with their opponents earlier just by saying the name of Kevin Owens.
Slay, thanks for the rose.
Not fun in games right now.
That was funny.
I will say you did laugh, and the look on their faces was priceless. But fun in games over.
That was pretty good, man. I agree.
Take it, Evans. Evans trying to fight back. Cedric Alexander getting back into the fight.
I gotta give it to Cedric Alexander.
Yeah.
He's such a mentor to these young kids. He wants nothing but the best for Javon Evans. Here we go.
Hey, Marquise. I'll give you the recap in the commercial.
I give him that. I give him that. Stepping back, take a step back, just take a step forward. That's honorable of Cedric Alexander.
But you can see when we talk about being battle tested, A-Town Down Under able to weather the storm, not allowing Alexander to really get their foot on the gas. It's been a busy night for Waller and Austin Theory. Put the tag team champions on notice earlier tonight, but also beg the question, should Theory's name be added to the Grayson Waller effect?
Obviously,
Grayson
I hope
Waller and Austin Theory effect.
I know life it is. I'm opting for that.
What's going on with these guys and their relationship and how they get business. All right? And I don't think we should
Next match, world title. And East Austin.
In control of this matchup, and for the young OG, trying to twist it around, turn it around, inside cradle, and couldn't keep the shoulders down, but Austin Theory, the former United States
the way he
champion,
moved,
the man who beat John Cena at WrestleMania.
You talking about talent? Talking about a guy that's talented to be a multi-time world champion.
Waller's like Joker when he said Batman to him. KO for them, yeah.
Tag made, and I believe for the first time tonight, yes, Cedric Alexander is legal, Alexander is in, and there's a friendship paying off. Big kick right to the chest, into the
That's what I'm saying. Again,
Austin
Theory down, you know,
fall in this match, and that was some unique teamwork.
It was. Until these guys been working together, the leadership of Cedric Alexander trying to get this young man Javon Evans on the right page.
We go back earlier tonight as Waller back in control. I mean, do you believe that the challengers were irked that they couldn't rattle the champions earlier tonight on the Grayson Waller effect?
You said it. They're just rattling the cage, man. That's what that's all about.
They attacked them. They didn't rattle them as Evans saving his partner for a moment. A-Town Down Under trying to regroup.
I can smell it. I can smell it, Dick. We're going to see something. Here we go.
Evans landed, but looks like he got caught. Waller didn't go down. Cedric Alexander going to try it out, and he just wiped out A-Town Down.
Damn.
Thank you.
Evans and Alexander are rolling. Can they keep the momentum up here on
NXT.
pass out as well. It's not.
I like it.
Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza later.
At
That's
the
a
end of
free
the night,
pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next
I'm gonna
dinner
mute
is
the
covered.
commercial
Your
just
future's
because
set.
then we don't have to hear the commercial. But if you're just jumping in here, I'm not gonna put the recap on the show since we're in picture-in-picture, but I'll read it to you guys. We had Kalani Jordan beat Ren Sinclair for the North American title. We had Trick and Punk at a backstage thing. Punk's pretty much told Trick that he is going to call it straight down the middle against Ethan Page in their title match next week. And that we also had Waller effect with Axiom and Frazier. They got into a fight, and that always happens on there. Hank and Tank beat the OC. Oro Mensah beat Lexus King. Ridge Holland beat Riley Osborne, who then attacked Ridge after the match. It was pretty intense. The security guards had to come out. Wendy Chu and Rosemary beat Carmen and Brindley because Carmen got distracted by Ashanti the Adonis. A-Town Down Under and Javon Evans are fighting Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander right now. Hank the Tank. Yeah, I know.
Yep. I really think it was match tonight. I definitely enjoyed this. Is my first. I'd seen clips from Robbie Eagles, but out there.
No, but yep.
And I see why he was placed in the position that he was. It's very crisp. Very crisp. Just the way he moves in and out of the ring is just he's so quick, and I love his moniker, his Sniper in Skies. Such a cool legend. It really does represent that very well.
No, Peter. They let me.
Superior talent right now, and that's just like you don't see Robbie Eagles play all over the place. London, I'm a revolver guy. I want to see him and Leo Rush go at so bad. Like just see them, try to counter each other. Just very similar in their precision and styles, but also
I'll get the volume.
To battle back into the matchup.
There we go.
Tagged into Javon Evans, but he is getting shut down at every turn.
I don't know, Malik.
By Theory into the cover, and Alexander able to kick out. Of course, it's A-Town Down Under, as we've mentioned throughout the entire night, getting ready for the NXT Tag Team title matchup against Axiom and Frazier in St. Louis 2 weeks from tonight, live on the CW. We keep talking about St. Louis. That was the site of the first ever Bad Blood Premium Live event, the first ever Hell in a Cell match as well. Well, a week from Saturday, boat return in Atlanta.
I tell you, we're getting ready for CW debut, and I tell you, everybody wanted a piece of the action. We look at Grayson Waller and Austin Theory step back into the phone. We got Randy Orton stepping in, CM Punk. It's going to be on, man.
Also, The Miz TV. It'll be must-see next week. With
I'm playing on it, Jacob.
Waller and Javon Evans exchanging words there for a moment. Falling into the cover goes Waller, and the Aussie icon couldn't keep Cedric Alexander down.
Ethan, talked a little bit earlier, Joker.
Turning it around for another near fall. I mean, this tag team. Alexander.
What the hell?
It's buried.
What the hell?
It's dropped.
What the hell?
What are you complaining about? He hit him with a sidekick. What's wrong with it? It was all
no problem, Joker.
I'm the one doing the yelling. You sitting here now yelling all of a sudden? Because we haven't seen this in a while. Show time from Waller. Another cover, another looking like an Alexander.
Yeah, it does seem like the video is off again. I'm not sure why.
Tag team matchup we have had. A lot of tag team matches here tonight. Take another look at the hang time from Grayson Waller. I mean, maybe he'll go back to the top rope.
There we go.
Maybe he'll continue to tag in Austin Theory.
Nothing happened with Axiom and Frazier. They pretty much just got in a fight on the Waller effect, but then they never did anything else later.
Don't mess around with these guys.
And in comes Javon Evans. And let's remember it was Waller who earlier said he doesn't think think Evans is ready for Randy Orton. Not now, not ever. You agree with that because the young OG certainly looks okay right here, right now.
Oh, God, man. No, this kid is unbelievable. He's innovative. He's special.
Living Dom.
He's prolific. Oh, my God, man.
And let's not forget it's Javon Evans who will go toe-to-toe with the Viper.
Damn, Javon.
Looking to build momentum on his way to St. Louis covering.
So close.
Waller
So close.
breaking things up.
I think this is like the most matched A-Town Down Under has ever been with their ring gear. I just realized that.
Midair.
You see the hang time on that.
With ease, Javon Evans does things you create in video games, and he does it with ease. Swing and a miss doesn't connect. Waller trying to tie up Evans, turning around, and there's no miscommunication tonight from A-Town Down Under. Waller trying to shut the half
down
into the cover, and Cedric Alexander breaking things up as this matchup
I thought that was it. I thought that was it, Vic.
All about momentum heading into next week. And look at Alexander.
What the fuck kind of place is
First
that?
coast theory.
Talking about showing up for the game. Oh, just got clipped, though.
Here you go, right here.
Grayson Waller has just wiped Cedric Alexander on the equation. Big right hand just leveled, locked, and knocked down Javon Evans. Where's the tag team champions?
There's Atticus, or there's a Frazier and Axiom.
Like Axiom was trying to have cooler heads prevail in the moment, but charging in, ducking the line. Look who's flying in. It's Javon Evans. Alexander, though, remember, was wiped out. Evans by himself.
Bounce. Bounce.
Looking to fly an Axiom, getting to Frazier. Oh! And I think inadvertently, Frazier just wiped out Javon Evans. I don't think the official
Oh,
saw
shit.
what was going on. Tag was made. Austin Theory's
This
now
ain't
legal.
good.
Oh, not like this, Booker.
Ooh.
A-Town Down Under sending a message to the NXT.
Wow. I didn't expect A-Town Down Under to win. Guess they're building that heat with Axiom and Frazier.
The hell?
Oh, now they're fighting with each other.
Who has the first question? You're 7 days away from the biggest match of your career. What does a win mean to you?
A win means everything. If we take a look back, all the NXT greats, hundreds of them, maybe 20 to 25 of them able to hold that NXT title. Less than that, maybe 5 to 6 able to hold that thing twice. I want to be part of that group. I've held that title once, and I want it back. Bad. Putting
That
all
trick.
the history to the side. NXT's reaching new heights. I got to be in the lead of that. It can't be Ethan Page. It has to be me. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that happens next week.
Trick, do you think CM Punk will play a factor in this match as special guest referee?
Look, man, I already talked to Punk. We good. I'm going to focus on Ethan Page, and you know I don't like Buddy. But I got to respect the fact he always finds a way to get the job done. So I got to do what I got to do. Lean back on what I learned from Pete Dunne. I got to be confident. I got to control my emotions. I got to beat Trick Williams. And if I do all those things, I guarantee, best believe, you all will have a new NXT champion next week at the All-State Arena. I promise you that. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much, Trick. Good luck. And thanks to all of you, the members of the media, for joining us here tonight. You're now going to head over to the arena for the final portion of the press conference that'll feature the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, and Julia. Thanks so much and have a good evening.
Well, Booker, the time is now. There is the prodigy, the NXT Women's Champion, who calls herself the best woman in the world. She will have an opportunity to prove that next week against Julia. As these two are getting ready for the final part of our press conference, it takes place live right here on NXT.
Awesome.
Here we go.
I want your word
that you will have my back so that I can have yours.
I give you my word. I'll have your back.
Friday, can Rhodes and Reigns stay united as Solo Sikoa returns?
Talk about unlikely allies.
Big fallout. Big fight feels.
Unbelievable.
On Friday Night SmackDown. Friday, 8/7 Central. Only on USA.
Final recap of the night. That was loud. Yeah, it's only a 2-hour show. We had Kalani Jordan beat Ren Sinclair for a North American title. We also had Trick and Punk at a backstage thing. Punk told Trick that he's going to call it straight down the line in his match next week against Ethan Page. The Waller Effect. Axiom and Frazier were guests, and guess what? They got in a fight. That's what always happens. Let's see. Hank and Tank beat the OC. Oro Mensah beat Lexis King. Ridge Holland beat Riley Osborne. After the match, Riley attacked Ridge and kind of got back at him a little bit. Wendy Chu and Rosemary beat Carmen and Brindley in a tag match. And A-Town Down Under just beat Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander. And we got Roxanne and Julia coming up on the mic here in just a minute when we get back to end the show.
I think he's missing Texas, but he will be in game.
Good night, Kendra. Oh, you better do that, Georgia. I like the old era.
But as forward, I think she gets love this.
Can I get a yeet? There you go, crazy.
Gonna be next Sunday. Damn. Tiny saucer. Finishing.
Favorite NXT star of all time. I don't know who that guy is. Still in commercial break. Hey, if you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button. I stream around SmackDown every week also, so I'd love to have you guys here. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm getting tired.
Oh yeah. So. Texas. Yep, that gal. Very exciting. What's the word on Texas? Boy, can you show up or what? That's impossible, brother. It's Italian. Why won't you sit like you? It's not that. It's not the time. With that much,
Oh, we're almost.
I don't know if we're gonna get to this. Oh, you are. Oh, it's Christmas for me.
Into its new era. Will it be the champion Ethan Page or the challenger Trick Williams? NXT title to be defended on our CW launch next Tuesday. Julia has been the talk of NXT, which hasn't sat well with the prodigy. The self-described best woman in the world will look to prove just that as Roxanne Perez defends the NXT Women's Championship against Julia next Tuesday on the CW premiere of NXT. Our premiere will also be must-see when the Miz hosts Miz TV with North American champion Oba Femi and Tony D'Angelo. It's the ruler. It's the Don. It's guaranteed to be awesome. Zachary
Awesome.
Wesley. So much history, a bond broken, a brotherhood destroyed. For these two, there is no going back. After what we saw and heard, it all comes to an end in a street fight live next week. And also next week, Jada Parker will team with Lola Vice to face two members of Fatal Influence. Do not miss our CW launch in Chicago. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. For right now, let's go to our correspondent, Byron Saxton.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us for our final press conference as we are just 1 week shy of NXT's launch.
Okay, here we
on
go.
The CW Network. Now, as you know, we've gathered a number of questions from our fans on social media using the respective hashtags. Ask Julia and Ask Roxanne. Now, in addition to that, we have a number of reporters here in place to ask their questions to you, but I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get to the first question.
This is a question for Julia. Are you more impressed or intimidated with Roxanne Perez's heavyweight championship reign? And is it a reign you think you could uphold?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you just assuming that she's going to take my championship from me? Because
Roxanne, no offense, but please let Julia answer the question.
ロクサーヌは神の子と言われるだけのものを見せてきた。けど、それは私がいなかったから。私は NXT を見てきたよ。彼女が20歳でここに来て、でそして、ブランドを背負って、タイトル取って、一度も負けてない。今回も必死で勝つためにやってくるでしょう。でも私は NXT ウィメンズチャンピオンになるためにここにやってきたの。あのね、私はそんなチャンスが転がってくるのを待つために美しき競技をやってるわけじゃないんだよ。今までだって自分でチャンスを掴んできたの。私が NXT の新時代だっていうことをロクサーヌ、あなたに教えてあげる。
So, Julia said, Roxanne has shown she's the prodigy, but now her time is up. I saw she came into NXT at 20 years old and carried the brand, but I came to NXT to become women's champion. I became the beautiful madness by creating my opportunities and in Chicago. I will show Roxanne not only is in a new era, but it's time she passes that torch to me.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Funaki. Next question.
This question is for Roxanne. Roxanne, you've never faced anyone with the hype level of Julia. But not only is the hype real, Julia can back it up. So how is this different than any other match?
You know, what I think people don't realize is I was a Julia fan before any of you were actual Julia fans. Yep.
Sure.
And I studied her. I probably watched every single match that she's had in Japan. Her name would pop up on my X, and I'd think to myself, wow, I wonder if our paths will ever cross.
Yes, Jeannie.
And now look, You guys, this is a dream match for Julia. because for Julia, because she's so excited for this, you know, because she has never stepped inside the ring with anybody that has the equity that I have. And I think everyone seems to forget that I'm the reason why she came to the WWE. That's right. That's right, because I didn't go looking for you. You came looking for me. I don't care what championships that you've held all around the world. This is the only championship that actually matters, and she knows that. That's exactly why she came all the way over here looking for me.
It's like 210, Joker.
NXT is entering a whole new realm, and the only person that deserves to be at the forefront of it is the person that built this brand from the ground up, me.
I like High-End a lot better too, honestly.
Did you ever ask yourself what happened when I beat you?
No, I haven't, because that's not gonna happen, Julia.
Okay, let's move on. Next question, right here, front row.
This question is for Julia. Your arrival to WWE was one of the most talked about things socially. Do you think the anticipation built around that and the NXT Women's Championship match is making you somewhat overconfident?
No, I feel good. Moving to America has been incredible. Everything is new. But do you know what's not new? That I'm still the most feared wrestler in the world. NXT gets to feel the beautiful madness. Mm. 日本での経験、そしてマリーゴールドで経験してから。
cuando llegue yo?
What was that?
I don't know which media outlet that is, but please wait till I call on you. And now is
I am Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh, Stephanie Vaquer.
My question is, what are you going to do when you had me waiting on the other side of your NXT Women's Championship match?
Hell yeah.
Booker, the best women in the world.
I love it.
Up for the NXT Women's title.
Stephanie Vaquer. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scare Tactics, a reboot by Jordan Peele and Monkey Paw Productions.
Okay, everybody.
We're scaring the.
Well, that was NXT. Not a bad show tonight. Well, not one of the best ones, but it was an okay show. But yeah, next week CW premiere. I'm planning on being here. Let's just say that. So it's going to be a big show next week with everything they got packed into it. CM Punk being there. It's going to be crazy with title defense for an NXT title. Both NXT titles, I guess. So, yeah. But, okay, everybody. I'm going to get off here in just a few seconds. But thanks for joining me tonight. If you're not following, hit that follow button before you get out of here. I do Raw and SmackDown every week. I'll be back for SmackDown on Friday night. Hope you guys can join me. We always have a good time for Raw and SmackDown. So, Sue and Angelica, have a good night. Yeah, next week's going to be good. Kashrik, have a good night. Amber and J-Dog, have a good one. Marlene, have a good one. Georgia, good night. Brian, how's it going? Have a good night. And let's see. Thanks, Joker.